But no, we have the brand new rodeo coach with us this morning. Coach Carrie Doster is here with us, and we have had, of course, a great rodeo coach. Big shoes to fill, and so we just thought, you know what, we need to introduce the new rodeo coach to you, so you guys know you're continually going to be in good hands. We got a good person at the helm steering the rodeo ship, if you will, and we're going to talk to him a little bit, get to know him this morning, and find out how the kids are doing this year in our rodeo program at South Plains College. So good morning, sir.
Good morning. How are you doing?
Good. Tell us a little bit first about yourself, and now are you do you have a history in the industry of rodeo yourself?
Yes, ma'am. I've been rodeoing for the better part of my life. I was rodeoed since I started out in little britches and stuff like that, which, riding steers and barrel racing and all that stuff. Most guys don't want to talk about their old barrel racing days, but so did do some barrel racing back when we were younger. Did that, rodeoed up through high school, and then rodeoed at Weatherford College, and then went down to Sul Ross and rodeoed for them, competed, and then rodeoed professionally. I competed in steer wrestling, saddle bronc riding, and bareback riding. And now with my age kind of creeping up on me, mainly just team rope, do a little bit of bulldogging still, but that's about it. And rodeoed professionally up until I got married back in about 2000.
That seems to how it goes, right?
Yeah. And then we still went to some amateur rodeos and stuff like that until my little girl was born, and my wife said it's time for you to grow up, so that's what we did.
So you know what? You go from doing it to teaching it, right?
Yeah, yes, ma'am. Yep.
All right. Now you did not grow up here, did you?
No, grew up in the Dallas-Fort Worth area.
Okay.
Just kind of south of Fort Worth and the Benbrook area, actually. Kind of grew up there, and then lived over in Weatherford until I moved out to where I shot horses and rodeoed, and then moved out to Alpine, back to Sul Ross, where I coached and taught for 8 years before moving back up here. So.
I would think that in this, all things, you certainly want to have some experience to bring to the table, but I would think this group of kids, coaching these kind of kids, they want you to talk the talk. They want you to know you walk the walk. So I would think all of that history gives you a little more prestige in their eyes when you're out there coaching.
And with rodeo, there's a lot of it, not just being a rodeo hand. You've got to be a good horseman, and to keep these kids, because some of these kids are going to need not just help with their own talents, but also help with being able to handle the horse in different situations, making the horse perform better for them. So and I've been training horses since I was a kid, so you've got to understand the mentality of how kids and horses need to get along. It works out pretty good. We've got a really good bunch of kids up here right now.
Well, tell us. Let's talk about that a little bit. You come in. It's a brand new program for you. Now, are you coming from coaching at all? Or?
Yes, I've been coaching at Sul Ross for the last.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
In Alpine, which is in the same region.
Okay, so you're familiar with some of these kids in this program,
ma'am.
even.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Okay. So we won you away. We stole you away.
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
Well, we're glad to have you, and certainly excited about this year's team and program. What's shaping up for you? What are you seeing in coming in to SBC and the kids that you have in place? What are some of your projections for this year?
Well, we've got some returnees. Ben Ramey is a Canadian kid. He bulldogs really well. He was winning the region most of the year last year, and slipped back to third place, which he still qualified for the college national finals, and I expect big things out of him. We've been kind of changing up how he's setting his horse up and stuff like that, and I think he's really going to do well. We've got another Canadian bulldogger, a kid named Tyson Willett. He's wound up second in the nation at the high school finals up in Gillette a couple months ago, and a really big kid, real coachable kid, and really wants to win. I think you're going to see a lot of both those two guys in the steer wrestling event. You've also got girls like Carly Richardson. She's a returnee, and she ropes really well. Last year, his women's team was sitting. They were winning it for a long time through there. Which three of those girls aren't here, but we've got some girls that are going to fill their shoes. I think can do really well. A girl named Katie Veristra, she ropes really well. She's a sophomore, and I think there'll be some good things out of the girls' team.
Do you like coaching?
Oh yes, I love it. It kind of keeps you young, kind of. You're around the kids more,
Yeah.
You don't have the big generation gap all the time in your life.
Now, is this something that you'll be training down to your child? Do you think she'll be a rodeo?
Oh, my little girl Kellyanna, she turned 2 in May, and she's got a little horse, and Of course, I actually got from Josh Crow. His name's Jelly Bean. So she rides horses now, so
she'll be up in that program one of these days.
Probably
All
so.
right. Well, we're excited about your season. Tell us where you will be here. I know your season on the front side. You got about five rodeos to
Yes,
attend.
ma'am.
Okay.
We'll start out at Portales, New Mexico, and we'll start out on the 23rd of September. And then we go to 5 in a row. We'll go to Portales, then we'll go to Soros, back in my old school there, and then we'll go to Vernon, Texas, Canyon, and then back here at Lubbock at the 22nd or so of October to be the last one for the fall.
Okay. So that's your fall season, and then you take a little break. What do you guys do in off season? Do you still work out? Do
We'll
you
continue
still
to practice.
train?
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll continue to practice up to about a week before Thanksgiving, and then we'll send all the cattle back, and then we'll start back up when kids get here into January. We'll start up again and get ready, and those rodeos will start up about the first of the part of March. We don't set our spring schedule until this first rodeo. So
Okay. Now, if somebody wants to follow you online, wants to track those kids, see how they're doing, scores and standings are available online, correct?
Yeah, you can look up on the NIRA website, and it's easy. It'll just go to Southwest Region, and you'll have the results from the rodeo. Usually they'll come in on about Tuesday or so after the rodeo. But I'm sure we'll have something here at the college.
Okay. Joe Walker, I think, does
he'll have
a
it squared
really
away.
good job posting those scores and keeping us abreast of what's going on at the SBC Texans website. So we'll be sure and look for that, and we'll double link. So we'll link to you as well, so people can find you real easily. Well, good luck. It's always great to have a newcomer here in our area, and we like to make you feel at home, and hopefully you'll stick with us for a while.
I
So,
don't plan on going anywhere.
well, good. Well, it's very nice to meet you this morning.
Well, thanks y'all for having us.
You bet. And we will check you out online, follow your progress, and hopefully get to hear from you again before the year's over.
You bet.
All
Thank you,
right.
ma'am.
Let's take a